blacks, no dogs, no Irish.
Stop the violence while police kill people with their knees. We stood up to Capitol rule, 800 years of solitude, oppressions, recessions, pipe bombs, and trips to Liverpool. No black.
We must put an end to racial inequality.
No dogs.
Put an end to racial injustice.
No Irish.
And realise that we are the problem.
Hey. No blacks.
Only we hold the power.
No dogs.
To change the world as it is.
No Irish.
We are one.
Hey!
Look at yourself. Are you without blame? Call them racist, go on. Or have you really lost your racist vein? In a world where our ancestors died for our freedom, we can no longer put migrants in boxes and leave them stateless where we can't see them. We must put an end to racial inequality.
No dogs.
Put an end to racial injustice.
No Irish.
Realise that we are the problem.
Hey. No blacks.
Only we hold the power.
No dogs.
To change the world as it is.
No Irish.
We are one.
Hey.
Stand and fight with you.
Oh no.
We want to change the world for good.
All Irish.
We are one.
Hey. We are all black.
We want to stand and fight with you.
Oh no.
We want to change the world.
All Irish.
We are one with you.
Hey. We are all black.
We want to stand and fight with you.
Oh no.
We want to change the world for good.
All Irish.
We are one with you.
Hey. We are all one.
Moorhens dive, and hens to moorcocks call. Minute by minute they live. The stones in the midst of all. Too long a sacrifice can make a stone of the heart. Oh, when may it suffice? That is heaven's part. Our part to murmur name upon name, as a mother names her child when sleep at last has come on limbs that had run wild. What is it but nightfall? No, not night, but death. Was it needless death after all? For England may keep faith for all that is done and said. We know their dream, enough to know they dreamed and are dead. And what if excess of love bewildered them till they died? I write it out in a verse. MacDonagh and McBride and Connolly and Pierce. Now, and in time to be, wherever green is worn, are changed utterly. A terrible beauty is born.
With all my love, a place is what women, in the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom.
But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. So we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice.
We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy.
By 3:25 p.m., Michael Hogan was on the ground beside Frank Burke. Bullets were sparking off the walls of Croke Park. The pitch was being shredded by gunshots. Police were pouring into the ground. People were falling all around them, shot, trampled, crushed. In 90 seconds, 14 people lay dead and mortally wounded on the field and banks of Croke Park and on the streets outside.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities to all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation.